Hello everybody, welcome back to Frostbite Garage. Today on the channel, we're going to fully restore this blazer top. And by fully restore, I mean pressure wash and spray with bed liner, because that's the cheap way to do it. So, this has been sitting for a good 15 years, so there's lots of moss and mold and dirt everywhere. Hopefully most of it will pressure wash off. But we're going to use this top for that blazer over there. So my idea is to paint that one silver and black, and this one's already black, so it'll be easier to hide that. So let's set up and do some pressure washing. All right, so as you can see, we got all the pressure wash, it got all the junk off. Looks pretty good. Still got some decals to take off here. Clean up under there. But as for that, all the moss and mold is off of it. The majority of it. I guess I missed a spot right there. So I'll go back and hit that again. Looking pretty clean. All right, so we're gonna let that dry for a little bit. Then we're gonna peel off where those decals were and then clean it up and hit it with some bed liner. See how it turns out. So I got that one off, but it took the paint off behind it using one of these 3M adhesive removers. Usually work pretty good for paint, but this is paint on fiberglass, so it just takes the paint off, which is okay since I'm gonna cover it anyway, but it comes off relatively quick with it. Just you know, get it on there. Get it on there. Like I said, it comes off relatively easy with this, but if you're pushing too hard, it'll take the paint off. And there you have it. All the adhesive's off. So we'll just finish letting this dry. We'll hit it with some solvent, and we'll spray some bed liner on it. It should have a little bit of a textured look with the bed liner, which is kind of what this is. I think I haven't used a bed liner before, so we'll try it, see how it works. Hopefully it works pretty good. But we also got to tape everything off. So we'll let it dry a little bit more, and then we'll get the painting. All right, so we got the blazer top in the shop now. It's been kind of crappy weather outside, so I had to bring it in to finish it up. So we're just gonna go around, sand it up a little bit with sanding block just to rough it up a little bit. You can kind of see on the back side here. I already went over this side. Pretty good. See, this side still got some. So you just want to get off all the dull spots. See, like you can still junk there. So we'll go ahead, we'll open the door, blow this off out the door, and then we'll hit it with some brake clean and start taping her off. Alright, so brake clean was not a good idea. Don't use that. It eats some paint, whatever they use on this. So I got some cleaner from Dupli-Color. We'll just spray that on. And this is just a wax and grease remover. And see, it takes off all that residue. I've used this stuff before. It's pretty nice since it's foaming. You can kind of tell where it's been. And it smells like oranges. See, taking off all the leftover residue that's on there. If you don't do this, the paint will never stick. All right, so just like that, all prepped. We're gonna let it dry. We'll let it dry for a few minutes, and then we'll go over it maybe again. We'll see how much comes. We'll do a test spot and see how much comes off with it. So for that, should be next taping, and then we'll get on to spraying it. Should look pretty good when it's done. Way better than it does now, that's for sure. All right, so it's been sitting here drying for a good 20 minutes. Gonna take some tape and start taping off the window trim down here. Alrighty, so that's taped up. I'm gonna go look for some newspaper or something to put over these windows real quick, and we'll get back at it. Alright, so I was unable to find any newspaper or anything else laying around, so I found some Christmas wrapping paper. That should work, right? I think so. It's just laying around, so I might as well use it. All right, everybody. So right now I've got it all taped up. Wiped it down one more time with a prep spray. Got her all taped up. As you can see, she's looking great with that wrapping paper. Still a little wet. I'm gonna wait for that to dry before we start. All right, so what we're gonna be using on this is a Dupli-Color truck bed liner. I haven't used this particular brand, so this will be interesting to see how this works. It's supposed to be a textured coating, so it should look pretty good on that because that was a semi-textured before. I knocked down most of the texturing when I was sanding, but yeah, the result is pretty good. What we used is a Dupli-Color truck bed coating. So I'm gonna set up a time lapse and we're gonna get to spraying this thing. All right, so we got a couple coats on it. Still a little tacky, so you don't want to touch it for a while. But I'm gonna pull this tape off right now. There you have that side. So we'll go to the other side and pull that tape off. All right, well there you have it. Blazer top is fully restored, as some would say. Everything on this back side, it's all covered along the sides here. See, it's all. There's where the badges were that we pulled off. This line's good. That's all good. That's where the other badge was. Windows still need to be cleaned. So there you have it. This part's done. On to the next part to restore for the Blazer. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment, and we'll see you mosquitoes. We'll see you next time here on Frostbite Garage.